So Ben, we know you're an evolutionary biologist. What does that actually mean?
It sounds more complicated than it is.
Yeah.
In biology, everything changes. Your dog has evolved from a wolf, and we've evolved from something more like a chimpanzee or an ape or a gorilla than we are now. So everything changes all the time. Their behaviour changes, their anatomy changes, their physiology changes. So it's studying those changes within biology.
That's insane. So you were originally from Yarmouth.
Yep.
Like, that's not that far from here. So what inspired you to do what you do now?
So I grew up in a really lovely part of Norfolk, right on the coast, and it changed every single day. So I spent a lot of time with my grandparents when I was a kid, and always on the beach. And that same little stretch of beach changed, not only like every day, but twice a day. And it fascinated me as a kid that the same thing would be different hours later. Going along with my granddad, he would make up the most fantastic tales of these things. He basically lied to me because he didn't know the answers, and that really inspired me to find out why that bird was like that, or why that dead fish had washed up like that, or it was this inquisitive questioning the world around me that really sort of threw me. But it was a local attachment that really made me a scientist, I guess.
So this year's theme of the festival is Our Future World, and you have an event with Professor Danielle George about robots. Can you tell us a bit more about the topics that you guys will be exploring?
Yeah, so it's very much a to and fro with Danielle and I, and what we're trying to do is not only explore the fascinating world of AI and robotics, but our perception of that. A lot of people, the average person, if you say robot right now, you've either got R2-D2 or T. Guaranteed, there's
Very
something
true.
like that. You don't have the robotics that we typically think of. Robotics are, whether you like them or loathe them, are becoming more prevalent, just more commonplace around our homes and our workplaces and our hospitals everywhere.
Okay.
We need to embrace that. So I'm going for not the biggest fan of robots, whereas Danielle loves them. So we're trying to see in the middle, do we come to a happy place?
So you've met many robots then. So which one's been your favourite and why?
It's such a hard question, not because there's so many, but because there's so few that my favourites. They all weird me out, and I will admit that even as a serious scientist, I still get weirded out by talking to something that talks back to me that's robotic, that's being programmed.
Not human kind of thing.
Yeah, the more, and we talk about something called the uncanny valley, the more similar to us in their appearance, we get freaked out. If it's something like this that is talking to me, it doesn't look like a person. If it's you right now, that would freak me out. Sorry. So I met Erica in Japan, who has been developed to be a living robot.
Oh, what's the way out?
The Erica, the
Erica,
woman.
yes.
Wow, I've seen all about her on social media.
I'm the only person to have interviewed Erica.
Wow.
Hands-free. No one was controlling her.
That's
nothing.
incredible.
I had an hour with her, and they wanted me to do effectively a Turing test, so to see if I could tell whether she was human or not.
Yeah.
She's totally not human, obviously. But the conversation we had was incredible. I asked about her hopes and her dreams and what she wants to do, and how does she feel about not going outside.
So can robots have dreams kind of thing?
And this is the thing, we talked about all this, and she said she thinks about the world around her. She wonders what it's like to go outside, and she wonders.
That's terrifying.
In fact, she wasn't plugged in, so it was like talking to one of you guys. And the weird thing was, I was very much at the start, you can't possibly dream, and I was trying to catch her up at every step or trip her over. And by the end of it, talking to her creator, the prof, I felt guilty by not looking at her. It was so weird because the eye contact is there, and she has little facial mannerisms, and she was dressed, and the whole thing was creepy and weird. So that Erica stuck in my mind. And in Germany, I went to test drive a car, which then effectively test drove me. It was called Jack, and it's a fully autonomous car. I thought it was on a test track. We drove on an autobahn for 2 hours, and Jack did 90 in an autobahn with me. Going, oh my god, I don't like this. They can fully drive. They can drive on our roads. They can be in our hospitals. There are hospitals in Bristol that have robotic cleaners right now.
That's mad. What would you say is like the scariest robot that's coming our way, do you think?
Like Transformers?
Yeah.
Pretty much. There are what we call robots. We do have
No way.
So fully automated tanks, planes, not just drones, and also eventually they are developing now soldier-like robots.
I want an Iron Man suit, so
You're going to need one.
man, that's insane. So, how long do you think it'd be before you could hire robots to be in your home and own your own robots to help you around the house?
Within 10 years.
Within 10 years.
We met a group of researchers in Europe in a secret site somewhere. It was like
You're too cool. You're really cool.
It was a really weird place, and it's a humanoid-looking bot with one big eye. They don't want it to look too similar.
Okay.
Freak people out.
Fair enough.
Because we accept classic robot sort of Star Warsy approach.
Yeah.
they reckon within 10 years it'll be, you'll program it, well, it'll program itself, it'll know what you're running low on, pizza for example, it'll go to the shop and buy pizza. It'll do that, it'll come back, it'll wash your kids, it'll take the dog for a walk. That's not sci-fi anymore, that's within 10 years now.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
And you're a patron of the Norwich Science Festival this year, so what does that entail then? So can you give us any
it's a huge privilege, and I love Norwich Science Festival. So I've been involved with lots of different science festivals around the UK. They're from top to bottom, left to right, they're all over. But this is a lovely one because it's local to us, obviously. And the opportunity to showcase the science that world-class biologists and physicists and astronauts and chemists and they're all doing to the public is incredible. We had 82,000 people coming through our doors last year. Jeez. We're going for more this year. We've got 135 events across 9 days. I want to hit that 90,000 this year. But it's 90,000 or 80,000 people who wouldn't necessarily engage with science. And you never know how many young paleontologists or young heart surgeons or young astronauts are going to come through the doors this week.
So if any of you guys watching are interested in this stuff, definitely come down this week and all check it out. Thank you so much for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you, Ben.